Ladies and gentlemen, Kay here. Welcome to the daily update. Hope you guys had a good day trading. Today, market is down about 0.4%. There. On the S&P Nasdaq 0.7%, semiconductor same, Dow flat, Russell 2000.5, transport, banks, home builders, emerging market, these guys are green today. Energy got hit. Biotech, healthcare, retail also down. Bitcoin, Dow, gold, silver miners are up. Dollar up, oil down, treasury bond up. VIX is about up 6% there. Let's take out the S&P 500 ETF. Spider! 65-minute chart here. So this is what we closed on Friday. And looks like we actually saw that gap up this morning. I don't know if you watched my video just on Monday. I talked about the fact that if the buyers are going to gap up, they need to gap above 386 or so. What they did do was that they gapped up at 384. So this is where we closed. And this is where we opened this morning right here, as you can see. So what happened was we did see that island gap briefly here. But this gap, bulls really needed to get up. And so you see that first hour run there, that upper wick tells us bulls really made that run to go up and fill that gap again. This is why I've suggested bulls gap above this down gap area here, because of something like this could happen if bulls trying to get up and fill it, just because the overall sentiment is so bearish. Once a gap gets filled, you know what the buyer sellers are going to do. Boss bears are hanging out in this vicinity. Boss bears are going to make sure they're just waiting for the bulls to come start shooting them down. You see how quickly that long upper wick and long drawn out stretch red candle there blew right through the midterm and the short term there, as you can see on the first hour. I mean, bulls did try and got up and filled a bit both of those down gaps though. You know, a lot of times it will take weeks to just fill some of those gaps. And then with that momentum right here, you can see that sellers rushed in. And then what happened was the sellers really want to fill this gap, this up gap here. Well, they didn't succeed. I can see bulls did protected that level right here, that 378 gap area. And then you can look, it looks like on that 5th hour, 6th hour, bulls were able to kind of reclaim that micro-term moving average and slightly above the short-term moving average here. So it's been just very choppy, messy looking price action. As you can see, some of these up moves are usually met with downturn here. It just kind of gone nowhere in the past month or so. I think both bulls and bears are really aggravated and exacerbated at this point, just knowing that every time when something were about to happen, because I mean, look, just like today's move, you know, I'm sure bears were freaking out once this thing started making a move here, and then once this thing started tanking, now all the buyers just hitting that exit button right here, as you can see on that first hour candle. So very choppy, very difficult market for both bulls and bears, but at least bulls made some progress. They did fill this down gap, both of those, and protected the up gap here. Let's check out that oscillator. And we're back here again. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about here, right here. You can see that's the resistance, that's the support, right? So this is the vicinity where we saw resistance. This is a vicinity where we saw support. We are not seeing the oscillator crossed up yet. However, same thing happened last time. Remember when this thing happened right here? When this candle showed up, that when that candle showed up, this is what it looked like. Remember, like this. You see that? I mean, that oscillator was pretty much waterfall stage. We don't see. I mean, this guy and this guy, their spacings there, right? Pretty bearish price action. I'm sure a lot of sellers and the bears probably thinking we're gonna see 374. Next day we saw out of nowhere, we saw a gap up and how quickly the change. Today, you see we're on this area and then we're kind of in that near that level, and we're already seeing the 3-hour push there, supporting and you know, protecting that gap area 378. So we have not seen any follow-throughs, man. You can see for the bulls, what move? Tank, up move, 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 tank, up move again. So we have not seen a follow-through for both bulls and bears. Consolidating, moving sideways. So right now, the mid-term and the short-term still favoring the sellers, while this up gap is trying to protect the buyers, while the oscillator is oscillating back and forth in the middle of this band here. We have not seen this type of signal in I don't think ever, since I've been doing this 65-minute chart analysis with you guys since the March of 2020. I don't think we've ever seen it. So now this is a gap support area. So if we do see a pop tomorrow, I assume that this is gonna cross back up, and then probably that oscillator is gonna get back up to somewhere over here. I'm gonna come back for you. We'll reassess the situation. Enjoy your evening. Good luck trading tomorrow.